to you now, I'm actually thinking of counting my losses, packing my load and going back and tearing the Nigerian passports. I have friends in the UK that have done it. I'm thinking of that as I speak. I took a loan from the UK, £75,000 to come and invest in Nigeria. You people say we should come back from diaspora to invest in Nigeria. I've never done one government contract. I don't know anybody in government. I'm not even interested.
The video you just watched is a demolition that happened in Local Goma, and I've been seeing numerous comments and numerous questions as to why the FCTA did what they did and what exactly the man did that was wrong. I've been having many questions. Why did they demolish this? Why did they demolish that? And especially because of the amount of money that was invested in this project. Around £75,000 was invested by somebody who lived in the UK and then came back to actually invest in his country. Also, the fact that he has also employed other people, around 84 staffs in this project. It's saddening to see the demolition because of the fact that he has employed manpower, and also because of the fact that he has invested huge amounts of money into this project. When I saw it from that light, it looked so sad, and I could understand how he really felt. Honestly, when we make videos like this, it makes me wonder if we truly have an understanding of the gravity of how these people have actually put their hard-earned money into the country to actually invest in. But then when I thought about it, we've seen many cases where the FCT minister has revoked lands, demolished properties, and then when he comes to speak on the media, he tells us the reason why he actually does what he does. And it made me wonder. And in as much as nothing has been clearly stated by Nyesom Wike and his representatives himself, I still feel the need to actually point out various factors that might have actually caused this. Factors like land use. The Abuja Master Plan has been very, very detailed when it comes to land uses. Every land you see has something that it is being used for: commercial, residential, and all of those things, mixed use development. And if, for instance, you decide to build a commercial property on a land that is designated for residents to actually live in, that's an error. That calls for revocation, that calls for demolition. These are the kind of metrics, these are the kind of things I always make sure we try to see from the government's point of view. And actually so many little things, so many intricacies that might come to why buildings are demolished, of course papers and all of that. But this is not a video trying to say that these are the reasons why the property was demolished. No, but I feel these are the kind of questions we should be asking and raising in the comment section, instead of just drawing different jabs at the government and all of that. Were the right papers in check? Was the land use in check? And I think the land use would actually have a major thing to do in this current demolition. Land use, especially in central parts of the FCT. Land use, the reasons why we have different revocations and demolitions in center parts of Abuja in the phase 1, 2, and 3, and even parts of phase 4, is usually because of the land use. Someone probably built a property that has been designated for green areas, recreational centers, and all of that, or for commercial spaces, and all of those things. All of those things necessitate demolition. But like I said, I'm making this video for us to have a fundamental understanding as to why things like this happen in the FCT. When we have an understanding, we can know where to actually direct some of the questions and some of the jabs that we want to throw to. In as much as we throw different jabs at the government, who knows, maybe these jabs would even be thrown somewhere else. But the whole point of this video is not to throw jabs, is to ask the right questions and actually have that understanding as to why different things are done. Nyesom Wike as a government has actually shown that he doesn't demolish for any reasons, and actually comes up to actually states the facts as to why he demolishes and some of the things that people did not put in place which actually caused the demolitions. I'm also personally looking forward to actually get more news and feedback concerning why this property was actually demolished. This is important. The Abuja Master Plan has been divided into different phases, and each of these different phases have actually been segmented for different things, down to the land use, down to how the density should be, in terms of whether it should be low density, mid density, and actually high density. And these densities actually influence the kind of structures that those places will be accommodating. For example, places that have high density will be seeing a lot of block of flats, apartments in those areas in order to accommodate large families that are entering, people who have kids, people who are just starting out, and all of that. We could see around 10, 15 families living in one block of flats and all of that, just to accommodate the kind of people that are coming into. And then when we look at low density areas like Maitama, Asokoro, we see a lot of standalone duplexes meant for single family homes. These are the kind of things I want us to understand. If it is something that interests you, if you like to have a better conversation around the right real estate projects that suits you, I think it's very important for us to have that conversation. Do what to throw in a call, do what to drop a text on WhatsApp. The numbers are being displayed on your screen right this very moment. I want us to have that conversation concerning the right real estate project that suits you, and of course, how you can be on the safe side. I think it's very important for us to have that through the conversations we'll be having when you reach out. I remember Bolu Atifiare, the CEO of Abuja Real Estate. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.